Why I crashed my own family vacation and exposed everything. So my family has this tradition. Every 5 years, we rent out a massive lakeside lodge in the Poconos. It's supposed to be family only, but apparently, my new stepmother, Brenda, has a different definition of the word. 3 days before we were supposed to head out, I got a text from her. It said, "Hey sweetie, so sorry, but we had to give your room to my sister's kids. There's just no space for you this year. Hope you understand." I was 22, working 3 jobs, and I had saved for months to pay my share. I called my dad, but he just sounded tired. He told me, "Brenda's stressed. Let's just not make a scene, okay?" I didn't make a scene. I made a reservation. I spent my entire emergency fund on a private cabin right across the lake. I didn't tell a soul. On the first night, the whole family gathered at the lodge for the grand dinner. I waited until the appetizers were served, and then I walked in wearing the most expensive outfit I owned. The room went dead silent. My grandmother looked up, eyes wide, and yelled, "Lily, we thought you were sick." I looked straight at Brenda, who looked like she just swallowed a lemon. I smiled and said, "Sick? No, Nana." Brenda told me I was uninvited because there wasn't enough room for me in the house my grandfather built. The air left the room. My aunt snapped her head toward Brenda and said, "What? You told us Lily chose to go to a music festival instead." I pulled out my phone and held it up. Actually, I have the texts right here. Brenda said her sister's kids needed my bed more than I did. She even blocked my number right after sending it. My dad stood up, his face turning a deep, angry shade of purple. "Brenda, you told me Lily called you and said she wasn't coming." Brenda tried to stammer out an excuse, something about family bonding, but it was over. My grandmother, the matriarch of the family, stood up, walked over to Brenda, and calmly took the wine glass out of her hand. She said, "In this family, we don't lie to cover up our cruelty. You can take your sister's kids, and you can find a hotel." Now, I took Brenda's seat at the head of the table. The steak tasted incredible, but the real kicker, my dad found out that night that Brenda had been managing my late mother's trust fund, and let's just say, she wasn't just moving rooms, she was moving money. The divorce papers were served before the vacation even ended. Moral of the story, never try to push someone out of their own home, because we always find our way back in.